Hi, I'm Barry Goldsmith, the Warning Coordination Meteorologist with the National Weather Service here in Brownsville, serving the Rio Grande Valley and all of Deep South Texas. We're here talking today about the current status of the 2019 hurricane season and why it's important to be ready now as we reach the peak, which is in September. So during September, we typically have the most storms in the Atlantic Basin, which goes from the Atlantic Ocean to the Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico. And at the end of August this year, we've actually been at normal. We've had 5 named storms, which is normal. We've had one major hurricane, that's Dorian, and we've had 2 hurricanes total, including Barry. So that's where we should be. By the end of this season, which ends in November, we'll end up, we think, with 10 to 17 named storms. So we have a way to go. But most of those storms will be in September. Now, where do they go? We can't tell you that in advance until we have something to track. But the Gulf of Mexico is always a wild card, and storms can form there all the way into late September, even early October. The September ones can come our way, as we have seen in years past, such as 1933 with the Labor Day storm, which was one of the most devastating hurricanes to hit the Rio Grande Valley in our history. So with all this in mind, people need to look at their preparedness activities that they might have blown off during the summer when things were hot and dry and quiet because nothing was out there. Well, folks, there's stuff out there now. So what do you need to do as we reach September? 1, you need to revisit your evacuation or stay plans. Are you going to leave the valley? Are you going to leave Brownsville? Are you going to leave the coast? And if you do you know who will house you? Who will house your pets? Who will house your family? Can they handle that now like they would have been in June? If not, you need to find an alternative quickly in case you have to execute that plan. But what about other things? We need you to restock your supply kit. Now that could be your supply kit if you're staying or if your supply kit if you're going. We're going to focus now on the stay kit. You might need supplies for 7 to 10 days while the power's out and while the county and the city are going through recovery. So what do you need most importantly? You need provisions. You need plenty of non-perishable food and water for you and your family to last 7 to 10 days. You also need to check your batteries. You need to check for your flashlights to make sure they're in working operation. If you have a generator, make sure you have fuel for it and you have a place to run it safely outside the home. You won't need the generator during the storm, but after the storm you might need it. So all those things need to be checked now. If you plan to go, do you have a suitcase ready to roll with your most important items, including family heirlooms and keepsakes, as well as your medical prescriptions and your insurance or deed information and mortgage information? That will go in your go kit so that if there is damage to your home, you can prove what happened when you return. Finally, you need to restore and repair your home. You might have some shingles that are loose. Maybe you have some soffitting that's hanging on the side. Maybe your windows need to be upgraded. Those kind of things need to be checked on now so that you improve the resilience of your home. You can also do things like restore items that protect your home, such as bracing for your garage or your window coverings. Maybe you use plywood, and that plywood may have warped over the years. We haven't had to use that in a while. If it's warped and it doesn't fit, you need to find a way to make it fit, which may require buying new plywood. Check your shutters if you have them. Check all the connectors to make sure they all still work. Do that now before a storm is approaching. The last thing you want to do in any of this preparedness is wait until the storm is coming your way, because if you panic and it's too late, you may forget something. And forgetting something could mean a property damage that could occur, or worse, could be a life threat. So to wrap it up, this is the time to do those preparedness activities that you might have been putting off earlier on in the summer. It's time to revisit your plans, to restore your home's protective devices, to repair any damage to your home, and to restock your kits, whether you decide to stay or you go. Doing all that now will build the other R, your resiliency. And you always want to have something to come back to and a place for your family to be safe if and when the next Dorian or the next Beulah or the next Dolly is coming our way to Brownsville. To learn about preparedness, there are 2 places we'd like you to go. One is hurricanes.gov/prepare. All the information I mentioned here and then some will be there. If you want to learn about that repair and restore information for your home, go to hurricanestrong.org. Videos in English and Spanish are available there to help you harden your structure and improve your resiliency. And as the storm makes its move into the Gulf or even in the Atlantic, you can always go to hurricanes.gov and look at the latest forecast from the best in the business at the National Hurricane Center. If the storm is approaching the Rio Grande Valley, you want to go to weather.gov/RGV. And at that point, you'll get information that's tailored to our impacts that could happen here in the Rio Grande Valley, whether it's from wind, flooding rainfall, storm surge on the coast, or even tornadoes. So with that, we hope you can stay safe during the next month, during the peak of the hurricane season, and continue to have a safe hurricane season 2019.